problem that could have been taken care of. But let's get back into it.
Because I know I was roasting and I was going in on that live last night. It was an epic live, 4 hours of straight rawness. But today, we're going to deal with this like an adult. What do you expect people to do as we watch it? Your child. When I was younger, mama used to tell me, stay in the child's place. When do you put your son in a child's place so the next grown man don't have to put him in his place? Your son said he was going to jump on a grown man. And that grown man in return said when your son jump on him, he going to treat him like Trayvon Martin.
And that's real. Like, real talk. I mean, like, how come when this whole thing jumped off, this young dude ain't go get his pop show? I don't understand that, man. People be pushing these narratives of this is right, this is right. At some point, we all got to be adults, homie, and just stop the whole situation and be like, yo, listen, no. This is not how we going to handle this. This is not how this going to go. Man, we black people, man. Come on, man. We not savages, yo. We African Americans, man. We ain't got to handle everything with savagery and violence and threats and nigga, this and that. And we ain't got to do that all the time. Sometimes all you got to do is just stop and handle like civilized people. That's it. Come on, people.
Oh, George Zimmerman. Now, as a daddy, a father, that's a statement that you take very serious.
And to keep it a band, I was just talking to my cousin about this other day because there was a situation where a kid, one of my well, he's my cousin, but he really like my brother. But my nephew, one of his friends, just got stabbed the other day at a basketball court because he was talking shit to a grown-ass man. This little nigga was like 16, 17, man. And, like, and rest in peace to that young man. And, you know what I'm saying? And my heart goes out to his family. But, like, I was telling my nephew, man, which, like I said, my cousin like my brother, so that makes his son like my nephew. Like, I was telling my nephew, man, listen, if a grown man get to arguing with you, pimp, don't be arguing with that dude, man. Go get your father, let him handle that, man. Real talk, because that's what happened with Trayvon Martin. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to that young man. Wish that never happened. And my heart goes out to his family too. But this is the problem. We got our young men out here and they trying to handle situations like this right here, man. And sometimes it leads to violence. And when sometimes it leads not even just the violence, but just stints that things don't have to go to. And when this happens, and when these things happen like that, these young dudes can get tricked, man. They can get really tricked, man, because you're dealing with somebody W age almost that got a whole lot more experience than you. And that's how these things like Trayvon Martin happen. These kids got to know, go get your parents or go get somebody that you know can handle this right here. Come on, bro.
But how do you deal with this? Do you get up and you go to war with a Charleston White who's basically telling you that I'm going to defend myself as any man should? Or do you go and give your son the...
And now that I think about it, not too long ago, there was a situation in my neighborhood with this dude, I mean, no offense, nothing like that, but this white dude was arguing with like a group of black kids and whatnot, and it really wasn't my business, wasn't related to him, won't relate to the kids, definitely won't relate to him. But when I seen them arguing and whatnot, I got the car and I was like, yo, what's going on? What's going on with this right here? You know what I mean? Just being a neighborhood dude, whatever like that, and the kids just tell me what happened. They was just all kinds of cuss words and stuff like that. I told the kids, I said, listen, you need to go get your parents and come back and have them come talk to this dude. And I told dude, I said, listen, bro. And he's like, what, you standing up for this guy? I said, no, bro. But at the end of the day, though, these are little kids, man. These kids is like 8, 9, 10 years old type. I'm like, yo, bro, listen, you need to go find out who their parents are and go talk to their parents if you're having a problem with them, bro. You don't need to be out here, what you call a young little kids, talking about, yo, this is my block. Come on, man. Come on, man. Knock it off.
Brought a correction and you let him know, like, you know what? Understand something, shorty. Your image on the internet, where you have people watching and looking up to the Harris family, people are looking up to you and they're looking up to your child. And your child is either he's representing you in the right way or he's representing you in the wrong way. Only you can decide that. But your words and your attack, so now you're going to cut people off because they can't, it's but so much that you can support wrong. When the world is looking and everybody can sit up there clearly as day and see that your child is in the wrong, there is no defending that. You can't protect that because then the people that you looking to protect that and defend that is going to...
Yo, he keep it in the band and he telling the truth because what will end up happening is, man, people want to start looking at you sideways when you defending that. You know what I mean? Like, real talk, bro, it's not that big of a deal. Your son, he's 18 years old. I mean, he a grown man, but he just, you know what I'm saying, pretty much breaking out of childhood. I mean, come on, pimp. You know what I'm saying? He gonna make mistakes. Everything he doing right. I mean, but I feel you though.
Shame their own character and lose respect in front of the world. But you know what?
Hey, Raleigh. Did you know you can earn up to 700?
Let me break this down. Let me break you down. Friday day yesterday. Against us. Social media wasn't used against you. Keyword, listen to what he's saying. Weaponized, right? So now what you're going to try to make it seem like this is a...
Hassan, right? Social media wasn't against him, man. What happened was that your son was just up there arguing with a grown man. He was acting like a kid. It's just normal life, man. He's just a kid. That's it. And he handled it like a child should handle it. I mean,
humiliation ritual.
Not how a child should handle it, but like a child would handle it.
From the higher ups, when in all actuality, your son stuck his chest out and he got his ass whooped on the internet. Let's not confuse this, Mr. Tipster. We're not going for your manipulation. Sorry.
Pretty much. Hassan on the right track about it.
It's the second time. Both times I watched the community have absolutely nothing to say on our behalf. I watch friends, or people who we say are friends. I watch people who we have donated our time.
Just because somebody your friends don't mean they gotta agree with everything that you do.
Effort, energy, resources, attention to. Look on and not just me, no, my family, my wife, my children, attack on the people that we go outside of our convenience, go out our way to help. Whether
I mean, come on, bro. I got mad love you, T.I. I grew up with your music, bro. But I mean, you ain't gotta throw stuff in people's faces just because they don't want to go along with something they don't feel is right.
It's calling us for people who can't afford to feed themselves, people who can't afford to house themselves, families who can't afford to bury their loved ones, people who can't afford to bail themselves out, or just people who need inspiration, just need to be poured into. None of these organizations, none of the leaders of these different communities, nobody out standing. Organizations, none of these organizations, right? None of these organizations, none of the people that couldn't even feed themselves. So the people that can't feed themselves are supposed to jump out there and get into internet beef. This ain't even real street beef. This is internet beef. Your son wants...
Yeah, I'm glad he pointed that out.
To be famous in an ignorant way. And his ignorance, well, he bathed himself in it. And now you can't protect him. You got to go through a humiliation ritual. Not that the higher ups put you through, but one that your child put you through, and you can't handle it. Sorry, but we ain't feeling sorry for you over here, T.I. I'm sorry, but we ain't feeling sorry for you over here. And I'm sorry, any of your friends that didn't step in, there's no room for them to step in. If somebody put their hands on your child and they were standing there and didn't step in, I could see you sitting up there, cry me a river.
Exactly, but it's just words. It's not been this serious for people to be all upset.
Crying on the internet. You got to take this L. And the reason why you got to take this L, because the proper thing for you to do, the only way that you can win this battle against Charleston White and brothers like me, is to make your son get on the internet and apologize for being an adult's business when he's a child. As a child.
I ain't gonna say you gotta bring that extent, but I mean seriously, though, I don't really think this is a hard problem. I think this is a real easy problem with a real easy fix.
You should stay in a child's place. Ain't nothing else to say. If you ain't gonna make your child apologize, then it is what it is. Can't nobody clean up the mess and the dirty image of your child on the internet. Let's get to that. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button.
And I ask y'all to do the same for me. Y'all hold it down. Thanks for watching my video. Like and subscribe, please.